this class we will discuss a problem on analysis of slab by U-line theory. So the difference between this problem and the earlier design problem is that there, so the dimensions of the slab and the loading, dead load and live load, all those things will be given, and you are asked to find the moment carrying capacity, and then you have to design the reinforcement. That is the design example. In the case of analysis problem, all the details will be given. That is, whatever reinforcement is provided in both the directions, short span and long span directions, they will be given. Dimensions of the slab will be given. So you are asked to find the load carrying capacity of the slab. So this is a reverse type of problem. So given all the details, how to find the load that slab can carry. So that type of problem is called as analysis problem. So this type also may be given in the examination. Now let us take a rectangular slab of size 5 meter by 6 meter. Once again, it is a 2 by slab, which is simply supported all around and is reinforced. See here, he has given the details of the reinforcement in both the directions. 10 mm ball at 200 mm center to center in shorter direction, whereas reinforcement is 10 mm ball at 225 mm center to center in longer direction. That means you can observe from the data, you can see that reinforcement provided in shorter span is more than the reinforcement provided in the longer span. Since the spacing is more in longer span, reinforcement is less in longer span. The effective depth of the slab is given 125 mm, overall depth 150 mm. That means effective cover is 150 minus 125, 25 mm. So grade of concrete M20 and grade of steel is 415. The question is, find the superimposed load, that is live load, that can be applied on the slab. So this is the question. This is an analysis type of problem. Already slab is there, reinforcement details are available. So you have to calculate according to inline theory how much live load so that slab can carry. Now the solution works like this. As usual, this is a two-way rectangular slab with simply supported edges. I have shown in single hatch. So that is symbol for in inline theory. So 5 meter by 6 meter. So this is L, this is alpha L. So alpha L is 5 meter, L is 6 meter. So now alpha becomes 5 divided by 6, that is 0.833. So now mu, you don't know whether it is, of course the value of mu is not equal to 1, because if mu is equal to 1, reinforcement will be same in both the directions. But here reinforcement is different in both the directions. Therefore, so mu is not equal to 1. We have to calculate the value of mu. Now let me take the mu as the ultimate moment capacity along the shorter direction, and mu times mu is the ultimate moment capacity along the longer span, longer direction. Now let us consider them separately. So shorter span you have to take separately, longer span you have to take separately, and you have to calculate the moment carrying capacity along both the directions, along both the spans separately. So that is by using the formula in IS 456, because already you know the reinforcement details. By knowing the reinforcement details, that is AST value, you know what is the moment that slab can carry in both the directions, that we have to find out. Now let me take the shorter span first. If we take the shorter span, since he has given the diameter and spacing, we can calculate the whatever AST provided. Of course, this whatever AST provided is, we are going to calculate is for 1 meter length of this slab. It is understood because B I have taken 1000 mm, spacing is 200 mm, area of the ball is 10 mm, the ball pi by 4 square. So this is the formula used to find the AST that is provided for 1 meter length of the slab. So in shorter span, you are getting 393 millimeter square. Now you use the formula to find the moment capacity of the section, mu, which is nothing but your capital mu. So 0.87 Fy AST d into 1 minus AST by BD into Fy by Fck. This is available in IS 456. So this formula is available in IS 456. By knowing the reinforcement and the dimensions of the slab and the grade of concrete and steel, you can always compute the moment carrying capacity of the slab in that particular direction. If you substitute the values 0.87 into Fy is 415 Newton per meter square, AST is 393 we got here, into D is 125 mm, into 1 minus 393 by BD is B is here, 1 meter length of the slab, so 1000 into 125, D is 125, Fy is 415 and FCK is 20. If you simplify this, you will get 15.86 10.6 Newton mm or 15.86 kilonewton meter. So this whatever the moment you are going to get, it is per meter width of this slab. Always the reinforcement as well as the moment carrying capacity in the case of the slab is computed for 1 meter length of the slab. So this is the value, mu value you got for the shorter span. Similarly, you have to calculate the mu value along the longer span. But in the case of longer span, the spacing is 225 mm. In the place of 200, you have to make 225. Of course, diameter of the bar dimension 10 mm only. So this is the reinforcement that is provided in the longer span. You can see that it is slightly less than that. So this is also per meter length or per meter width of the slab. But it is along the longer direction. That is this direction. In this direction, reinforcement is tau 10 at 225 center to center, and in this direction reinforcement is tau 10 at 200 mm center to center. Now if you use the same formula, here capital M is nothing but mu times mu. So because it is in the other direction, it is mu times mu. So same substitution you have to do, and you will get 14.21 kilonewton meter. You can observe that. So the value of mu, capital mu for longer span is less than that for the shorter span. Now you have got mu times mu and mu. Now if you take the ratio, you are going to get the value of mu. Mu is called as the coefficient of orthorhomby, which is nothing but it is given by the mu L value. So mu L, so that is longer span moment carrying capacity divided by shorter span moment carrying capacity. So mu L divided by mu S gives the value of mu, which is less than 1. So you are going to get 14.21 by 15.86, which is 0.896. So this is the value of coefficient of orthorhomby. So now, once you get this value of mu, so now mu and mu, you have got alpha value, you know. Now we have to use the equation which is available from yield line theory for general, from yield line theory for an orthorhomically reinforced rectangular simply supported slab. So last problem, last video I had explained the design, here it is analysis. So this is the same equation I have used to calculate mu in the last problem, in the design problem. In the design problem you have to calculate mu value, in the analysis problem you have to calculate Wu value. So here, this is the same equation I am going to use here. So here only unknown is Wu. So Wu is the ultimate load or the design load the slab will carry, which includes both dead load and live load. So here you can see everything is known except Wu. So mu, you have to take this value 15.86, of course it is in kilonewton meter. So Wu is unknown into alpha L. Alpha L is 5 meters. See here. Alpha L is 5 meters. So alpha square L square becomes 5 square divided by 24 into 3 plus alpha is 0.833. You can see here. Alpha is 0.833 square into mu is 0.896. We have got here. Minus alpha is 0.833 into root of 0.896 whole square. The entire thing 1 to the power of 2. Now if you simplify this, you will get W as 12.255 kilonewton per meter square. Now that is the total load. This WU is called as the design load. So this is the design load which consists of both the dead load and live load. Now we have to calculate dead load separately from the total load. If you deduct the dead load, you are going to get the superimposed load of the live load. So now here what I do is, after getting this design load divided by 1.5 cut off safety gives the value of service. So in the design example, they will give service load that will be multiplied by 1.5 to get the design load. This is reverse here. So design load divided by 1.5 is where in this case we are going to get 8.17 kilonewton per meter square. Self weight, of course, it is 150 mm6 slab. So 150 mm6 slab means 0.15 into 25 is the kilonewton per meter cube, which is density efficiency of oxygen, you are going to get 3.75 kilonewton per meter square. Flow finish will assume 1 kilonewton per meter square. Now these two components give the total dead load. Now superimposed load or live load is given by whatever design load is the total load minus this dead load. So you are going to get 8.17 minus 4.75, which is 3.42 kilonewton per meter square. Now that means this slab can take care of this much load as live load. So that is the service live load. Service live load that can be applied on the slab. Maximum service live load that can be applied on the slab with this type of reinforcement. So this is the reverse type of problem where details of reinforcements are given and you are asked to find the load carrying capacity of the slab. Such types of problems are called as analysis types of problems. So they may give either design problem or they may give analysis problem. So both you should be in a position to choose.